that what we can see from that data is that there's not a correlation between the availability of abortion on request, for example, in early pregnancy, in the law, and the rates of abortion going up or a higher rate. In fact, I think the WHO evidence is to say that what happens is that unsafe abortions, once the law is changed, unsafe abortions then become safe. And I think in the Irish context, what this would mean is that the women who are travelling outside of the state for abortion care would therefore, in most cases, no longer travel, and women who are taking an abortion pill outside in a clandestine manner would therefore be within the law. And so it would be to shift those abortions that are currently happening among Irish women to abortions happening in the country itself. You also asked about constitutions, and I think it's very, very rare. The Irish scenario in terms of the regulation of abortion, if you like, starting in a constitutional provision, and is very rare across the world. I think in Europe there's only maybe one other country, I don't have exact numbers, but I think one, Andorra, which has a complete ban on abortion, and that protects the right to life. It seems also before birth. It applies prenatally, whereas in Europe it's there. I think aside from that, it's not practice. It's virtually unheard of to include abortion within a constitutional provision. Some countries in Latin America and in Africa, so Chile and Honduras, also have provisions in their constitution which address the right to life and whether that applies before birth and that it applies prenatally in those countries. And I think what's common across these countries is the fact that all of these countries have highly, highly restrictive abortion laws. And because Ireland is a country in Western Europe where the development and the kind of socioeconomic status of the society is higher than in, say, Chile, we see that Irish women leave the country and can access safe abortion services in another country. Whereas in Latin America and Africa, what we see happening as a result of these very restrictive laws and these restrictive constitutional provisions is that there are very, very high rates of unsafe abortion.